Pretty much she starts every chapter with a quote. The one here is better scattered than large wealth scattered. Right. Pretty much a summary of that is we get wealth. It's not just for wealth. It's not to say that I'm a billionaire, I'm a millionaire. If I have so much money and I don't have the experience, that money is useless, right? None of us going to take money into the afterlife. We're here to have a human experience, and money helps us in having that experience, right? We're only going to live once, and once is enough if we live well. Money is a helper. Money is an asset. Money is a tool that helps us to have to live the once opportunity of life well. So that's what money does for us. It's not about having so much money. It's about having money that meets your need, your want, and gives you the experience of living, such that when you get to the end of your life, you can say, I lived. I did not just exist, I lived. I lived a full life. I lived an enjoyable life. I lived a memorable life, right? Not get to the end of your life and you start having regrets, right? Money is useless if you end your life with regrets. Money is useful if you end your life and say, I lived a life worth living, right? I lived my vision. I lived my dream. I impacted lives. I impacted people. I impacted the world. I made a difference to the world. The world is not the same because I lived. That is the essence of having money, right? It's not that, oh, he's a rich man, he's a billionaire, he's a billionaire. I mean, all that's useless, right? That doesn't go anywhere. The real thing that fills the tank is that we lived a life worth living, right? So that's the essence of money. And here we're talking about how that money, our relationship affects that, right? In relationship, we move into what we call an interdependence relationship, right? We all come into this life very dependent, 100% dependent. As we go through life, we come out of dependency and go into a place of independency where we can do things on our own, right? We come into a place of full independency, right? And we can decide to live out the rest of our life independent. But we'll also decide to take our life to another level by entering into what we call an interdependent relationship. I am independent, but I choose to join with another person to live an interdependent life, meaning that I give up some of my independency so that we in our relationship can work, right? In an interdependent relationship, there are three persons. It is you, me, and we, right? All three are important. Some people miss it and get religious and say, hey, we're now married, so it's not you, not me, it is we alone. That is a lie of the devil. That's a lie of the devil. In an interdependent relationship will not work if there's no you and me available. We alone cannot survive. We alone will get tired and die if you and me are not given the necessary time and an opportunity to exist, right? Do you understand what I said? Any question on what I said?
No, I understand.
I understand. All right, great. Because I was chatting somewhere in one of my alumni, and someone would say, oh, me and my wife, and we are not we, there's no you and me anymore. Oh, that means your wife is agreeing that I said, when you sit down before the judgment seat of Christ, there's no will. It's you that will give account of yourself, not that, oh, it's because of my husband, it's because of my wife. So people mix it up sometimes and get religious and get carried away until they hit the brick wall, right? The power of we is found in the you and me, right? We also strengthens the you and me, takes it to another level, but all three are important, right? In an interdependent relationship, So because all three are important, we all come into this relationship from different angles. We have different money imprints. Last week, we talked about different money personalities, last week. So we all have different money personalities that has come as a result of our upbringing, our origin, our family, our community, our society, and the way we have interpreted all of that has made us who we are. I mean, for instance, I'm a saver, right? I grew up, saving money is very important to me. I have an emotional attachment to how much money I have in the bank. And I can easily get disturbed if I don't have money in the bank, right? It's just who I am. My walking steps change if I have money in the bank than when I don't have money in the bank. I mean, I'm a risk taker, but there's a limit to the risk I take. There's a confidence that comes in knowing I have money in the bank. Some of that, not everybody's like that, but that's who I am, for instance, right? So if I marry someone that expects me to be running on zero, I will always be uncomfortable. We're gonna have issues, right? Because who I am is I'm a saver. I believe in saving money. Yes, I take risk, but there's a limit to the risk I take. I don't leave myself 100% exposed. That's just who I am. It doesn't mean that it's right or wrong. It's just who I am. I'm also an empire builder. I love building things. I love building legacy. I love making things big. So then my wife is not necessarily that. My wife is not necessarily a saver, right? She has a bit of tendency to take risk, more risk than I will take, So then we need to manage that, and for years we've had issues in the way we spend money, is different, but so in that wise, she needs to have our money, I need to have my money, then we need to have maybe our money, but we cannot have only our money. We're going to have issues because we don't spend the same way, right? The things I would easily give money for, she would want to hold back. Again, because we're different. I am this first boy, second child of my family of 7, right? She is the last born of our family. So you see, she doesn't have that sense of people after her. I have to live with that sense of people after me, So my level of responsibility and sense of responsibility is different from hers, right? I mean, she has a mind to help people outside, but she doesn't know what it is like to help people in the family.
In the family, right? Yeah.
But I have to, because I have people after me, right? So that could bring friction if we don't understand where we are both coming from, right? And that has brought friction in the past. We have to walk through it, right? So yeah, so those are some of the things that can break a family. Again, people don't divorce because they don't love one another, or maybe the word love has dried. It's because they don't understand themselves and they don't know how to live together. I mean, a lot of people that divorce, not because they don't love each other, it's just because they don't know how to live together, because there are issues like this that they don't understand. They don't understand why the other person is thinking this way. If you love me, you must think the way I think, That's not because of love. The person is just who he is. It's the way the person has been scarred, right? That's the way the person has grown. That's just who the person is. So for two people to be able to work together, they each first of all need to understand themselves, their strengths and limitations, then discuss together how their we would work. But if you just assume your we would work without understanding each other, there's a tendency to have conflict and misunderstanding. And you think your partner is doing it intentionally against you, but has no clue how it's affecting you because the person thinks that you are like him or her, So those are things we need to understand that would help us to earn money, grow money, and enjoy money. There are people that have a lot of money, but they are not enjoying it just because they don't understand themselves.